man. Go fair right track. Oh shoot, make sure the moth is cut.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
All right.
Here we go, here we go.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
All right.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. The Texans at a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Rolling to his right. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Henry again on 2nd down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. to throw. Nowhere to turn this time. He goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Randy, you better nail this.
And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Tannehill.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Back to throw here.
Got a man, it's Tunyon.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
down carry for Henry.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now back to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Desmond King back deep. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right?
He's got a man, complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Third and long, it's Tannehill.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. First and 10 as this new drive starts. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Let's go.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Set, ready.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's got this down to the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry.
And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up a lot. And now the rookie's free. He's at the 50, 30, 10. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Texans take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points.
Ka'imi Fairbairn on for the extra point.
There.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down of a big sack with a loss of 5.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And the Texans will take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a first down. Pierce now up the middle. He'll get this up to about the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Harold Landry, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Brandon, never ceases to amaze me just how fast these defensive ends are in the game nowadays. Part of that is what we've seen in college football, where they've gotten smaller and faster on the defensive side of the ball. But they brought that to the NFL because it is hard for an offensive lineman to keep them away from the quarterback.
After the sack on 1st down, Tannehill. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Fairbairn able to put this one through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay,
the Titans offense set to begin the drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up to throw.
He'll go right back to Tunyon.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out to his left. And this is going to be caught along the sideline. Nicely done, but right at the line of scrimmage. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. Inside handoff, Henry.
52 yards rushing for him now at this point.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball, the ones in the huddle doing the choking, right now I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
I'm tired of sporty camp.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted.
Jared Stingley picks it, and the Texans will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
After the interception, here's Tannehill.
I'm also
To
tired.
Pierce, they set up the screen.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Let's go.
On first down, Tannehill.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 22.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Kick for a touchdown.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Tannehill.
And this one incomplete.
Yeah,
Threw it down
yeah,
at the feet of his
right there.
receiver.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect.
Sack all
and try
day.
to pick up another first down.
On second down, here's Pierce.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down.
Come on, catch the ball.
That should have been
Catch the
intercepted,
ball, man.
but it winds up falling incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third
Freaking
down. They actually
frustrating.
closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
There field
The
goal.
kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I give up.
Find out just how much they trust their guys
I
in
can't
this
throw it.
situation when they
It's
decide to take a shot.
less than 3 seconds. I can't
So we
throw
come
it.
upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the
Can't throw it. I
Texans,
don't have
leading this
time.
one. As we'll get you over to
You
Orlando, where
that-
standing
that-
by is
that
Jonathan Coachman. He has REA Sports
that's 2
halftime
seconds
report.
to throw it. I mean,
Welcome
He's
back.
broken
Halftime
in,
over.
Lace.
We are ready for quarter number 3.
Garbage.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
yeah, shoot.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down
Oh,
2
come
scores.
on, per
That's not the
accuracy.
end of the world. It wasn't the strongest in first
Come
half.
on, help me out, man. I'm struggling here.
They've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll drop to throw. This is caught. It's Woods. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Back to throw now on 1st down.
That's an interception. My bad.
Runs and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans
I don't care if that gets me blocked on YouTube, but it's freaking frustrating, man.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Finds his man, it's John Mechie. And they've got this down to
Should be a touchdown. I don't care anymore. I don't really care who wins this game.
Man-to-man coverage, it's a
Flip
bad
the
matchup
lead.
for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Hand off right side to Pierce.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Facing a 2nd and
Not
6
even
from
good
the
at Madden anymore. I was 5-6 years ago. No, I probably worse and worse as years go by.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
I used to be the goal of this game.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him
Piece of
with
garbage.
a 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
I'm sorry.
The heavy set out there.
Freaks
3
you off,
tight
but
ends
man,
in the
this
formation for 3rd and 3.
really pisses me off, man.
Going for it with Pierce.
The defensive back will jump A around you, throw it to.
Dameon Pierce, his 7th
Whatever,
rushing
man.
touchdown of the year.
I don't care.
His guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Home run interception. You're going to the doghouse.
They've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Well, that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes.
Go in the doghouse, John. If you don't get more better.
Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Oh my God! I don't really care if Derek catches the ball, but man, we catch it where you. All right, yeah, you're going doghouse. I told you, Jan, you're going doghouse now.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Here's Pierce on the counter. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They go again with Pierce. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here's Tannehill. Open man is Mechie. He's got him. And he's going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And Pierce gets it again. On
game's over already.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
You whatever you want, buddy. I already give up on the game. I'm just trying to get it over with. I want to get it.
This is ball control.
Hell, we go big for an hour or two.
Taking their time and making it work.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Under pressure, they got him again.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here, he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
So the defense able to force the interception and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them.
Get
both
the ball
sides
down.
to be thrilled with that.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Yeah.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play.
It's not a good game, man.
On this third quarter.
Getting dominated out there by the Texas defense.
Sports.
Here we go, here we go.
Henry up the middle. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Henry again on second down.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play action, Willis.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4.
This defense, they just continue to feast. Sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Here we go.
Willis, 4th down, has to have it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the Texans are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And Monty Rice there on the tackle.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This offense so far on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Tannehill. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On third down, here's Pierce.
He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. Fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the fourth quarter.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Oh, you're doing pretty good, man. At least I call my own play.
2nd and 14. Willis looking to throw it. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed inside, and you can add another completion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
At least throwing plays.
Willis wants to pass it again. And this pass broken up. And the contact well in time there, and now 4th down. Willis got to have this one.
And he's brought
God.
down. Can't do anything
You're
with the
freaking
football.
kidding
It's a
me.
sack. Downs.
Ready.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
He's dropped just
Yeah, we
inside
went
the 20. The second effort there,
He'll
but
be
couldn't find
this.
a whole lot of space. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, here's what I'm gonna do. Step foot in the lead. I'm running down,
Gets it
don't
again
call
on
him.
2nd down.
And for one of the
Passing
few
down, look
times
at
here
your
today,
call.
this run's not going to go anywhere.
Well, this is
Officially no
really
gain on the
football.
play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They've called his number.
running down.
locked
I
this
got
afternoon.
him.
You
I
wonder
got
how much tread
I
is
got
left
him.
on those tires.
Passing
We
down.
certainly do, but I always think
computer
back to one of
called
my
plays.
favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have
Yeah,
a
run
meeting with
down.
his running
I
backs
got
every
him.
year in the
Yeah.
offseason and say, look,
Run down.
as
I
many
got him.
times
But
as you're
passing
going to carry
downs,
the
I
ball, you should be able
terrible.
to
I'm
carry
a
it one
terrible
more
passing
time to make
coordinator.
sure you get
And
shit.
yeah, passing
5
coordinator.
yards, not enough.
And yeah,
And it'll be
freaking
4th down.
passing coordinator.
So on 4th down,
Let's see a
Texan
freaking
kicker
pass
Kennedy
support.
Fairbairn comes on.
There's
And this one is no good. He missed it. And they will not be able to add on to their 20-point lead.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not get it.
It's
intercepted.
Oh, my God.
Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run with the goal.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Hopefully he doesn't call something
First
out
and 10
here.
now. Willis and the Titans at their own 27. And they take a knee.
You can call timeouts, but if you want your to go.
Let's go now.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Yeah, my defense ain't that good. Up here, it's right behind me.
Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. On the return, it's King. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a first and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the questions are going to continue to mount for this club, no doubt. This will almost certainly be another losing effort. And the questions will become, where do they go from here? A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second